So I wanted to make a brief video about how to initiate insulin in the hospital so that it makes things clearer for the residents. So starting insulin, step one is to calculate the total amount of insulin that you want to give to the patient. So the formula for this is 0.3 to 0.7 units per kg body weight. Depending on patient factors, you might give 0.3 or 0.7 or in between. For example, if the patient weight is 60 kgs, then the total daily dose, if you're taking the 0.5 unit per kg, then the dose will come out with 30 units. So obese patient may require more, thin people will require less. Of course, that the SR should decide. So once you've calculated total daily dose as 30 units, the step 2 is to divide the total daily dose into two parts. 50% will be given as basal insulin, which is a long-acting insulin. In our setup, it is Glargine. The brand name is Lantus, which is the commonly used brand name. But the salt is Glargine, which is given after dinner. And the remaining 50% will be given as 3 boluses of regular insulin. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake there. Regular insulin, which is divided into 3 parts: before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. So in this example, as we were taking, if 30 units is the total daily dose, we will split it into 2 parts: injection Lantus, 15 units, subcutaneous, 2 hours after dinner, and injection regular insulin, 5 units, half an hour before breakfast, 5 units, half an hour before lunch, and 5 units, half an hour before dinner. So this is the initial insulin order that will be put in the file. Next, we come to the blood glucose chart. How are we going to record the blood glucose? So we're going to record the blood glucose in this manner. This is the date. Here you will fill the blood glucose value, and here you will provide the insulin doses. So as you can see, as we decided in the previous example, the doses are L15 is Lantus, 15 units after dinner, then 5, 5, and 5 before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. So this is the blood glucose will come here. Notice that I put a plus in front of the 5, and I will explain what the plus means. Now, if your pre-meal glucose that you checked, that is whether pre-breakfast or before lunch or before dinner, if it is more than 100, then that means that apart from this planned 5-unit bolus, you will have to give more insulin. So a correctional bolus will be required to lower the glucose to normal. So there is a formula for the correctional bolus. It's called CB. The formula is current blood glucose minus 100, that is your target, divided by the correctional factor. And correctional factor has got another formula. The formula for correction factor is 1500 divided by the total daily dose if you're using regular insulin. So in our example, we are using 30 units as your total daily dose. So correction factor is 1500 divided by 30, which comes out to be 50. So if the before lunch blood glucose is 300, let's say, then the correctional bolus will be 300 minus 100, that is a target. So 200 divided by 50, that is the correction factor, equal to 4 units. So therefore, 4 units will be added to the lunch dose, and the lunch dose will be written as 5 plus 4. So total 9 units will be given before lunch. So this is how it will look like once you record this order. So 5 units was already planned, and because it was 300, so you gave plus another 4. So total 9 units went out here. And at the end of this table, we'll mention that total daily dose is 30. That is 15 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is 30. And correction factor is 1500 by 30. That is 50. Now, let's say you continue to this patient, and before dinner, the value was 400. So you were planning to give 5 plus blood, but because it was more than 100, you calculated the correctional bolus, which was 400 minus 100, that is 300, divided by 50, which comes out to be 6 units. So you gave 5 plus 6, 6 units. Now, what do you have to do after this? Now, for the next day, the total daily dose will not be 30, because apart from the 30, you also gave 10 units more. 4 plus 4 here and plus 6 here. So total you gave 30 plus 10, 40. So for day 2, that is 30th, the total daily dose will become 40 units. And you will split this 40 units into 2 parts, 20 units out here and 776, which is again 20. So 20 units as meal boluses and 20 units as Lantus. And now your correction factor changes. Correction factor will now be 1500 divided by the new total daily dose, that is 40. So it will be 37.5. So second day, what you will do, let's say in the morning, it was 175. So you will take to the correction factor, that is 175 minus 100 divided by 37.5. So plus 2 out here. So patient will get 8 units. Before lunch, let's say it was 250. Then again, 250 minus 100 is 150 divided by the correction factor, 4 units. So 7 plus 4, 11 units. Similarly, before dinner, it's 256. Roughly again comes out to be 4 units, rounded off to 4 units. So So you are already giving 40 units, plus you gave additional boluses of 4 plus 4 plus 2, that is 10 units. So for next day, total daily dose becomes 40 plus 10, 50 units. So next day's order is 9 L Dantas 25, 8, 8, and 8. Roughly it is equal to 50. And the new correction factor is 30. So this is how you will progress with insulin. And therefore, you understand how important it is to maintain this chart and to document what was the planned insulin, what was the correctional bolus given, and only then you can go on to the next dose. Currently, the problem that is occurring is that quite often these are missed because of the chaos that is occurring. So you must ensure that these are delivered, communicate to the sister what is the dose to be given, and make sure that she has delivered the insulin and record that. And furthermore, insulin must be given 30 minutes prior to the meal. Only then the peak of insulin will match the peak of food and you will get the proper effect.